Some people talk a lot, so much that their presence is felt through their voice. They fill every silence. They always have something to say about every topic. And most people think it is just a small habit, that they naturally talk more. But psychology says, not every person who talks too much is simply expressive. Many times, talking too much is a signal of something hidden inside. Because people do not always speak through words, sometimes they use words to hide their feelings. Many times, over-talking starts in childhood. If you received attention as a child when you were funny, or when you entertained everyone, then your mind may have learned a pattern. Talking means attention. Staying quiet means being ignored. With time, it stops being just a habit and becomes identity. You start talking more naturally, everywhere, without realizing whether you are having a real conversation or simply trying to get attention from others. But not every person who talks too much is confident. Some people talk more when they feel anxious. When silence appears, their mind treats that gap like danger. So they quickly say something. Fast talking, extra explaining, random topics, unnecessary jokes. From the outside, they may look outgoing, but inside, they are only trying to calm their nervous system. Because sometimes people are not uncomfortable with others. They are uncomfortable with silence. And many times, talking too much can be hidden insecurity. When someone doubts their own value, they use words to make themselves feel important, giving opinions on every topic, repeating their stories, mentioning their achievements, trying to dominate conversations. Because deep inside, there is a fear. If I stay quiet, maybe no one will notice me. A person who is secure inside does not need to prove themselves all the time. If this video feels valuable, like it now, because I think you may be seeing yourself in it. Now listen to one more interesting truth. Sometimes talking too much is not insecurity. It is attraction. When you like someone, your mind becomes excited. You want to impress them. You want to build a connection. That is why some people are normally calm, but around one specific person, they suddenly become non-stop talkative. They joke more, they share stories, they become extra energetic. They are not just talking, their interest is showing. And there is one thing many people miss. People like you less for how much you talk, and more for how well you listen. Everyone wants someone who truly listens to them. When you ask genuine questions, what do you think? How was your experience? How do you feel about this? The other person naturally feels connected to you. If you only talk, you get noticed. But if you listen, you get remembered. Remember, talking too much is not always a flaw. Sometimes it is a childhood pattern. Sometimes it is anxiety in disguise. Sometimes it is insecurity behind a mask. And sometimes it is a sign that you like someone. But real social intelligence is not just about speaking. Real power is knowing when to speak, when to listen, and when to simply observe. Because some people fill a room with noise, and others win hearts with understanding. Comment below. Do you talk more or listen more? Subscribe. The next video will expose your hidden social psychology.